Hello YouTube, this is Judson Game 44, and please don't mind the spewing lava as you see here. Anyway, we are here to review Dragon 9 Realms Season 3, Episode 2, Ride or Die. This is actually more focused on June this time, and it's been, well, really, we haven't really had a focused June episode since, Season 1 by her mother talking. So let's really begin with it. Really, besides the whole entire what happened in the previous seasons, we get a little bit more detail that we kind of already know about what we see what May wants for her daughter. Basically, May is actually getting her all set up on a whole entire dragon. Well, not dragon, actually set up on an online program that would basically eventually help her get set up, become a businesswoman. Which is actually good, but that's not what June wants. She has her own things and plans for life. And May starts complaining that she wants her to start getting into the real world instead of living in fantasy books like her father does. And June tries to argue, but really can't really say it. As May says, how are you supposed to survive in the real world? And June wants to say about the whole entire dragon thing, but no, she can't. And May thinks she won. Yeah, that's what I thought, she says. Now, in all honesty, besides that, another thing about this episode is that she's actually not wearing her big jacket and big puff hat. I think she looks a lot better without it. She's wearing a complete white outfit, which is actually nice. I don't know why she wears that big puff jacket, but besides all that, May Wong pretty much thinks she's doing what's best for her daughter, but she's not really trying to get her to talk more all that much, especially you pretty much favor her. Speaking of which, did Eugene and June retrade rooms back? I don't know for a fact, but it looks like it did. Anyway, besides all that, June is now having a little arguing problem, and really and everyone's curious, and then she explains why. Now, they made a new fireproof suit, and success, it works. However, though, to their surprise, there's actually a problem. June apparently has only one, so does Tom, but the other two don't, so it's only going to be this episode. And finally, we get to see the Fire Realm, which, I'm not going to lie, is actually pretty good looking. It's actually a lot better than the Crystal Realm, because here, they're finally mentioning the word Fire Realm and Crystal Realm, which is kind of really great now. I actually do like about that. So, what happens in this episode here is that June talks about the problems she's having with her parents, and honestly, it's kind of sad, and we get to hear a little bit more about it. But also, they eventually discover a shield. It's all silver and everything, and apparently, it's probably made out of Grunkle iron. They actually, though, get into a big problem with the fire breather dragons, and now they're all going at it, flame floors. And now they're all going at it. June is trying to make it, but sadly cannot. And eventually they look like they're going to lose. But June gains the courage and actually finds the way to do it. And once she does, she's able to get the shield back. And amazing as it is, she was able to find a way to defeat the dragons that attack them and save the day. Honestly, there really wasn't that much here in this episode, but we get to see other things that goes on. Like, besides what goes on with D'Angelo and June. D'Angelo and June, for some reason, are swimming in a pool and water in the lake. Which, okay, a bit weird, because where did the lake came from, and why did they choose to swim in it? I'm just asking. Isn't there, like, a proper pool or anything? Or heck, you have the Crystal Lake. But nonetheless, it turns out Wilma is back and she's mining, trying to find more of those crystals. So those two have to find a way to keep those two distracted. And of course, what happens here is that pretty much these two are able to make false sounds, and the crew that Wilma has are getting scared and runs. Feathers is invisible and actually acts like a ghost, trying to scare them by eating their sandwiches in front of them and everything. It's really funny. Of course, May Wong is not around to see all that, but when she's getting tired, she actually does. And eventually they decide to create a powerful blast all around the rocks, create rubble, and make them forced to leave. Showing how the two different teams are all working out. And quite honestly, it really was good when they all unite. Yeah, there wasn't really that much to say with this type of plot, I will say, to my own opinion. But if I gotta be honest, this was still not really a bad episode either. It was nice seeing how June and Tom's relationship in this episode teaming up together. As well, we're seeing how June is capable of actually surviving the real world. Because what she was able to do. She does talk about her myths again, and this time it's with Medusa. And I have to say, Medusa I do like. And besides all that, we also got the whole entire with the shield she brings home, which it's kind of surprising. Now we got a dragon shield, which my question is, who left the shield there? I honestly thought there was going to be like a Viking tribe under there when at the end of season 2. Like, is there a secret Viking tribe that lives under the hidden world? Or something? Do they live in the Fire Realm? I was kind of curious, like I was starting to think about Frozen 2 in a way. But really, other than that, no, we don't see any of that. But we do find a shield. June brings it back to the cave, to their base. And it's made out of Grunkle iron, which, of course, that's a theory that a lot of people are saying, which I do definitely believe, but still. This was, quite honestly, one of my best, a best good episode, because something will start coming on with these dragon fires, though, and later. And honestly, it's interesting to see how June and D'Angelo were able to work together. It was actually nice. Now, I do kind of wish the episode would have an end with June, besides Tom telling her to stand up to her mother. June actually went up and actually stand up for herself. We see it on screen. I mean, that would have been a good payoff, if you ask me, for the end of the episode. But still, the episode was good. Not one of the greatest, but honestly, it actually is a good season. I won't deny that. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy this episode review. And until then, this is Judson Game 44, signing out. Until then, I will see you all later. Bye!